Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about maintenance. Now there's a couple things you can do maintenance wise with your fursuit. Preventative and active. Now preventative maintenance is pretty simple, boils down to two different things. You need to be clean. Shower before you get in suit, shower after you get out of suit. Immediately after. You're going to be gross afterwards, and you're probably gross before. You may not feel it, but the oils and everything will get all over your suit and cause your suit to smell over time. So definitely shower beforehand. The next thing that I highly recommend is that you get a balaclava. A balaclava is basically a lycra head cover and Under Armour, and I highly recommend these gloves. They are a lycra gloves. They will protect your gloves. Like I said before in other videos, you can pull them off and they will be completely drenched, but the hand paws will be completely dry. Same with the Under Armour, same with the lycra. It really helps in cutting down the aftercare of your suit, after you suit. So those are highly recommended objects that you should definitely get. Definitely invest it. You've already spent a lot of money in your fursuit. You should spend a little bit more, extra $100. Not going to be a big issue. Get yourself some decent Under Armour and definitely shower and use your Under Armour. Don't wear cotton. Cotton absorbs heat. It'll keep the heat on you. It won't let it go away. Now the Under Armour will actually help you. And so I mean, like, don't skimp out. Get some good stuff. It's definitely worth it. Now the next part is called, I like to call active maintenance. This is immediately following a suiting event. You will do all of these things. What I typically do is I flip my suit inside out. Now I've got a couple things that I typically do during this whole stage. I flip the suit inside out. I put the head on something that looks like this. It is a fan. It's a basic fan. Put the head, flip it on its back, turn it on, put the head on top. Keep it drying while you're out. Just let it run. Don't worry about. I've never had a suit like suck into the fan and like unravel in the fan. It doesn't really happen all that much. Now, after the suit's flipped out, take all the padding off of it, and there is a controversy between this next thing that I'm about to say. I've done my own research. It is not dangerous by any means. It actually does contain alcohol in it, believe it or not. It does kill bacteria, believe it or not. And the stuff that I recommend, currently don't have it with me right now, but I have another one that I use around the house. I actually recommend Fabreeze. I'm sorry, there are some people out there that are like strictly alcohol and water, that's all you need. Now, if you can't handle fragrances, don't use Fabreeze. Don't do it. Go with the alcohol and water solution. It'll work fine. But straight from the shelf, Fabreeze actually has an antimicrobial variant. It has alcohol in it. It has hospital grade antimicrobial chemicals in it that are not harmful to you. And what you got to do is very specifically is you spray it all over your fursuit. It'll kill all the bacteria. It'll encapsulate all of this bad smells that you might find, and you let the freaking suit dry. You let the whole thing dry. You don't wear it. You let it dry. Now, some people complain that it has a kind of a residue. I haven't experienced this. I'm not necessarily as sensitive to chemicals either, but when you go to wash your suit, which you should be doing anyway, all of that will wash out with the next wash cycle. Won't be a huge issue. I even use the Fabreeze in my head, which some people have told you not to do. It's not a problem. Spray a little bit of this in, and I always follow it up with baby powder. Now, baby powder is a talcum base. It actually will absorb the moisture and help the whole thing dry faster. It'll also keep things nice and smooth and soft inside. And if you stick it on the fan, like I had said before, it will dry very fast. All the bacteria will die, and it will smell nice. Now, I have a couple other objects here that are very useful. One is a brush. Use your brush. Raggedy suits look gross, and they're a sign that someone didn't take care of their suit, and kind of gross. So I have one. I brush my suit regularly. Now, you want to be careful, specifically with this type. I prefer to use, there's a product, Build-A-Bear makes a product. It's basically a paw-shaped, soft bristle brush that works just the same, doesn't pull things out. It's designed for plush, so it doesn't pull things out. It's designed to make things last a long time. These are designed for animals and pulling hair. Now, when you do this, you want to basically grab it from the back of the handle and just let the weight of the brush itself pull things off and straighten things out. You may be there for a while. Don't force it. Fake fur doesn't grow back. The next thing is when I'm storing things, I do a couple things. Depending on my feelings about certain scents at the time, this is a thing that I got from Contact Caffeine, which if you've been to conventions, furry conventions, any major one, they've probably been there at some point in time. Now, they also make caffeine soap, which is freaking awesome, by the way, and I highly recommend this company. However, they're an independent local, they're friends of mine, and so one of the things that they've known is that suit heads can smell over time. Now, this is pumpkin spice scented, and it still smells amazing. I throw it in the head when I put it in storage, and when I pull the head out of storage, my head smells like pumpkin spice. You can do the same exact thing with the Contact Caffeine soap. Peel a little bit of it away, and get your favorite scent smelling soap, throw it in the head, put it in storage. When you get it back out, it smells like bubblegum, or it smells like apple, or it smells like whatever scent you put in there. And it's great. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for maintenance, but it's a nice thing to have a nice smelling suit when you pull it out for your next event. And so that is my fursuit maintenance tips and tricks of the day. Now I'm going to leave you with this. Are you in Team Spots or Team Stripes? Leave it in the comments below, and like, subscribe, and tell your friends about this series. And this series is the How to Perform Using Your Fursuit series is about to end. However, that isn't to say that I'm not going to continue making movies and furry related things. So I have a couple other things in the works. One is how to maintain your fursuit, how to clean your fursuit. The whole series on this. This just happens to be one of those things that you can do immediately following suiting, so I figured I'd keep it in your how to perform using your fursuit. But I'm going to be doing an entire series on, the controversy. Do you do Fabreeze, or do you do chemical or alcohol and water? Now, there's reasons I don't do alcohol and water. That's beside the point. But moving on in the future, I will be making random videos like con videos, and I will be doing random things like my best and worst experiences. I'll be getting friends to come in and talk about how to pose when you are in fursuit for the best possible picture. How to do fursuit photography, which I happen to do a lot of photography, so that's kind of another thing that I'm doing. Shooting on my awesome camera. I'm gonna have to invest in another camera. Oh geez. But yeah, so there's more to see. I'm not going away anytime soon. So please spread the word. And thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I will be around. Just stay tuned for the next series. Later.